You have ear holes?
Yeah, they're underneath all the feathers.
Oh. So, hey, hi, everybody. Happy First Aid Friday.
Happy First Aid Friday.
Yay! Sorry, this one's getting up a little late. We didn't record this one ahead of time. We're just recording it and posting it. We recently watched a few movies together, including Death on the Nile and Knives Out, which is getting a sequel that's coming out in only a matter of a few days, as I recall, called Glass Onion.
Really, it's not like salad forks out. That's the next logical step. You go from the knife to the salad fork.
So which one did you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about the Death on the Nile, since we saw that one first.
Okay. So Death on the Nile is a sequel based off of the Agatha Christie book, the same name. It stars...
There's a book called Agatha Christie that's about Death on the Nile?
It was a sequel to the Murder on the Orient Express. And, well, I had seen that one. She had not, but neither of us had seen this one. I felt that the movie was not going to be too necessary of having seen the original one, and I was right. Other than introducing the famous detective, Hercule Poirot. The movie did a great job of being pretty standalone. In fact, the cold open actually features him as a younger man during the war.
And they're cold because they're in the trenches.
Yes, and it's the origin of why he has his famous mustache, which I did not know there was a story behind. I really didn't know much beyond, the basic story of Murder on the Orient Express, which has been adapted numerous times before this. But yeah, Kenneth Branagh plays Hercule Poirot. And we had just recently watched him in the Road to El Dorado, where he's one of the two main characters. So I was like, hey, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity to say, hey, let's watch Death on the Nile. And also starring in the movie is Gal Gadot.
Yes.
And you were pretty surprised to see a certain somebody that showed up in this movie.
I mean, I had heard forever ago, I guess, and forgot. But Russell Brand's in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's this, like, really tall, very handsome gentleman. Sorry, I think I've got an allergy.
Oh, no.
But, like, I was watching it. It didn't immediately hit me. And I kept looking at it. I was like, is that Russell Brand? Because, usually he's very sloppy in appearance. And I don't know. The movies he's done, a lot of them aren't of the highest caliber.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't enjoy them.
Yeah, I agree.
He was wonderful and delightful, but... in Death on the Nile, he was just magnificent.
Have you seen Hop?
Yes, I've seen Hop.
Okay.
With the bunny rabbit.
Yeah. He plays the bunny rabbit, and he also shows up as a cameo.
Yeah.
He talks to himself. Even in the bunny is kind of funny. But anyhow, so he was great in the movie. He doesn't have the biggest part, but...
noticeable, but not too huge.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there was any other actors that, like, were ones that we knew from places.
Nobody else really stood out to me. Not that there weren't big names. It's just there's a lot of like Death on the Nile is not the type of movie I normally watch.
Yes.
But I was like, let's give it a chance.
And did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was wonderful.
It was very, again, I had never read it. I had never watched the movie, unlike, like I said, the previous one, which if you guys think we should, if I should rewatch and Ajareen should watch for the first time, the Murder on the Orient Express, and do a review of it, let us know in the comments. But yeah, the mystery was very, very well done, I thought. Although I will say that it was took a while to actually get to the titular mystery. Which I was not expecting. From the tease at the end of the previous movie, I thought for sure he was going to show up to solve the murder, and that's going to be the start of the movie. But it did not end up being that way. It ended up being entirely different than what I was anticipating. And like I said, there was also the intro that was during the war, which was also kind of weird. We had not too long ago watched the King's Man movie, which also featured quite a bit of the war in the trenches
Yes,
and all that.
Yes, it started out in very similar way.
And then there's the fact that Gal Gadot's in this, and she played Wonder Woman, who also did a whole thing with the trenches in the scene crossing over no man's land, which I think didn't they have to do that? That was the whole thing.
Yeah, that was
worried
a
about
big
crossing
thing.
into no man's land.
I think that's where a lot of these movies end up. When you do a movie about trenches, somebody eventually has to cross no man's land. That's just the natural progression.
And didn't they also do that on Legends too?
I don't count that as a television show.
Okay. Well, anyhow.
Not as the last couple seasons.
Oh. But anyhow, I definitely thought the movie was really good. The mystery and the twists were quite well done. I certainly didn't fully predict how things were going to go, which can definitely be a negative towards some of these mystery stories. But obviously, if you're able to piece together some of it, that's obviously a good mark for the movie, giving you significant hints that you can help try to solve the story yourself.
I was surprised that there was both no death and no Nile in the movie. This is spoilers.
I think you were thinking of Knives Out with that one. Actually, no, wait, there was a death in that one. So what were you watching then? It was totally both of those things. So anyway, definitely thought that was a great movie.
Yes, I really did think, and I was just, there really is a death, and there really is a Nile. Who knew?
And not Niles Crane from Frasier.
Yeah. It's one of those movies where, a lot of the characters, they always set it, all these movies set it up where everybody has motivation to do the deed. Everybody. Yes,
that is one of those things. Both this movie and the next one we're about to talk about give a motive to everybody as well.
Yeah. Yes. Overall, I think I liked Knives Out a bit more.
Yes, I agree.
I do love the inspector from The Death on the Nile.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't remember his name.
Hercule Poirot and his little grey cell.
He had some of those, what is it, foibles or habits that
the habits appear a lot more in the previous movie.
Yeah.
I was expecting them to show up a lot more in this one. But yeah, he is definitely the origin, I'd say, of the defective detective.
Yeah.
Very smart, but also very eccentric.
Yes. It doesn't keep him from functioning. And compared to a character like Adrian Monk, he is way more sociable.
Yes.
He's not as... He hasn't given in to his little tics and...
Although, I will say his French accent can be a little hard to understand a tiny bit of the time.
Yeah, maybe,
not all the time, but there's definitely a few times where I'm, having to, mentally calculate, wait, what did he just say?
Yeah, I think in a lot of them, it didn't really matter if there was a scene that went by where you didn't understand everything he said.
Yeah.
The thing that was important was that he knows these people, he's friends with some of them, and he's genuinely hurt when when something bad happens.
Indeed.
He wants everybody to be happy and to go home happy. And he's really good at understanding people and what steps to take next.
But he also has it's kind of a mean thing in the movie. He is accusing everybody. He's constantly doing this thing of, did you do the murder? Did you do the murder type of thing.
I don't think that's...
you could have done the murder. You had this reason to do it.
I think it's more of that. I think it's more of that than the first thing. I think he's just saying, here's all the reasons why you might have done this.
Yes.
He's not saying you definitely did it.
He's just testing what their reaction is.
Yeah.
Whether they get more defensive than others or give away something that they shouldn't know, because that's definitely a thing. Playing the game L.A. Noire, that's one of the tactics is they changed it from what was it, accuse a doubt or an accuse to good cop bad cop or something like that, between different versions of the game.
Okay, so anyhow,
but yeah, in that game you're able to just ask people questions or just outright berate them and accuse them of the crime, and it's he kind of does a bit of that where the characters get visibly upset that he's even suggesting that they might have been the one to commit the crime.
But one of them did.
Yes.
Surprise, surprise.
At least.
And you know where they did it?
On the Nile.
on an island.
Also, I'm kind of wondering if they filmed there, because they actually visit a famous Egyptian location in there, and it looked like it was probably actually filmed at that location. Actually, a couple
I was
different
gonna say because
locations.
there's a couple background characters that were permanently, just walking like that.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay.
So moving along, if you want to hold up the movie there. So we also, like I said, we just watched. You're holding it upside down and backwards.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on, thank you. There you go.
There you go.
So
It's
Knives Out,
This
which,
one,
like I said, has got a sequel coming out within a few days, which we definitely are looking forward to watching after having seen this together.
oh my goodness! Like most of these actors are in things that I used to watch or have watched. There's a few that I only passingly recognize.
So Daniel Craig plays a detective who shows up after a Christopher Plummer dies. He's the person whose murder is being investigated, and
Despite his name, he's not a plumber in this
yeah.
movie.
And so Daniel Craig plays the detective. Christopher Plummer plays the Mr. Body of the reference Clue, which seems to be heavily inspired by Clue, I'd say. I haven't heard that it was based off of a novel like the previous movie. I don't think it is. But Don Johnson is in this.
Yes, Miami Vice and Nash Bridges.
Toni Collette. Who else do we have listed here? Let's see, Chris Evans, which is why I'm wearing Captain America shirt here.
Yeah, he was the human.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Shannon. Did you want to say who Michael Shannon is?
Oh yeah, Michael Shannon. He was in a movie. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who's also in this movie.
Wait, he was?
Somewhere. He's in the credits.
Oh, I meant he's in a movie with Joseph. Which movie?
Oh, it's you know what? I don't remember the name, but it's the one where Joseph Gordon-Levitt's a courier, a bicycle courier. And he doesn't have brakes on his bike.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Oh my goodness! And he was also Zod.
Yes, that was what I was
Man of
expecting you to bring
Steel.
up.
I knew that's what you wanted. But yeah, he was Zod in Man of Steel, and then of course the corpse that was used to make Doomsday.
Yeah, that was a little bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, other actors starring in this: Ana de Armas, Tony, Lakesh Stanfield, Catherine Langford, Jaden Martell. Don't really know those names, but they're on the cover, so they must be at least somebody. But yeah, definitely a great mystery story that at first feels like they're giving you all the information and watching, having the audience watch as the detective, tries to figure it out. But at the halfway point, more mysteries start showing up, and there's stuff that you don't know that you're having to figure out. So they get to have their cake and eat it too, as far as letting the audience know the secret and then not letting them know the secret.
Yeah, because the movie, I will say, is way more about the characters and their interpersonal relationships than it is about the actual murder case. Yes, the murder case is the linchpin, or the possible murder case is the linchpin that holds it all together. But the movie really is about the characters, to the point where finding out who maybe had done it is less important to the overall movie than just learning who these characters are and who the good guys are and who the bad guys are. And
Indeed.
it's far more interesting that way, and it's more than just, oh, here's a generic, it's like in Clue, you have the butler and all the other different characters, and that's just all they are. In this movie, each one is a fully fleshed out character.
Agreed.
Or pretty fully fleshed out.
And on top of that, unlike Death on the Nile, where there's a lot of people who don't know each other at all and aren't related, everybody in this is related to one another.
Yes, everybody.
The only
knows
character
somebody.
who's not related, the only characters who aren't related are the detective, who is hired by a mysterious somebody, and our protagonist, who is the how would you say, the nurse to the deceased.
Yeah, she was the nurse and her family. Oh, and then, of course, the other 2 police officers.
Yes, of course. So, but they're minor characters. But I was just going to say that while she is not technically family, she is treated like family, as she's been with the patriarch of the family's nurse for so long that they treat her like she's a member of the family.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's a very family-focused movie where everybody who in the family has potential reason to have committed the deed as, turmoil has come about due to the will being changed. So, yes, very, very good movie.
Ends up that it was Colonel Mustard in the library with the candelabra.
The candlestick, you mean?
Darn it. I've never played Clue. I found it myself.
So there's the rope, the candlestick, the revolver, the knife.
The knife.
And is there one more? I forgot there's one more. They may have added one more. But anyhow, Clue is definitely a great game. They've actually made a few different updated versions as well as Monopoly style special editions. But yeah, Rian Johnson actually directed this one. I should have remembered. We watched the behind-the-scenes stuff. They mentioned what he directed before, and I had already forgotten. I should have remembered to look this up beforehand. But yeah, look him up. Rian Johnson. He's definitely a director to look into. He did a great job with this. Definitely a great movie. If you haven't seen it, I'd recommend checking it out. Like I said, the new movie is coming, I believe, to Disney+. It's called Glass Onion, a Knives Out story, as I recall. Definitely Glass Onion, for sure. I have no idea what the title is in reference to. That is definitely going to be one of those things I'm looking forward to finding out about. Before we wrap up this video, we've got a couple of things to show off here. One thing... I don't know if anybody here is interested in anime, but I will be selling this copy of Watamote. No matter how I look at it, it's you guys' fault. I'm not popular. It is brand new, still sealed, and it'll be going up on eBay pretty soon. Next, do you want to hold this up to the camera there? This is something that we just got in the mail from our good friend Lycos. We've blocked out the addresses on there, so you guys...
Not from blue painter's tape? I thought we were
sending
from
us things.
blue painter's tape.
But the other big thing is my driver's license finally came in.
Show them the driver's license and also the 3-digit number on the back of your credit card.
Interesting. I don't have a credit card.
That's what you tell the audience. That's
interesting
right.
It came with this.
Oh yeah, that's one of their promotions that they're doing. Oh, nice. So anyhow, here
totally wasn't a cut just there. Oh, snap! Lycos got their own business cards. Awesome.
Yeah, I've seen the virtual ones here. You can see here their information.
So my driver's license is not quite what I was expecting. It doesn't appear to be in color anymore.
Look at this DJ sticker.
Oh, nice. But yeah. So first of all, that little bit in the corner is transparent. That's kind of neat. But I'm not going to be showing what's on the other side. But yeah, I finally got my driver's license there.
This is a solstice tree.
Please drive safely. Be smart. Share the road. Buckle up. New York, buckle up, New York. What?
Now, do you want to show this?
Skip the trip to the DMV. Okay. Wasn't a whole lot there. You want me to read it?
Sure. Yeah, I think it's all safe to go.
Hey, Burb, wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas. Was great to see you at Annie and Anthrocon this year, and it's always a pleasure to hang out on Twitch. Hope to catch you again soon, but until then, have a great new year. Many hugs, Lycos and Sanser.
Aww.
only was addressed to you. Okay.
Well, the envelope has both of us and one of your stickers on it.
Yes, which I thought was a very interesting touch. I don't even know. I don't remember that I shared that with them back when I got them, but apparently I did. So they're able to put that on there. But yeah, it's me pushing up my goggles on my face there.
You pushed them up all the way. They no longer cover your eyes.
But anyhow, so yeah, like I said, if you think we should review the classic movie of the classic story of Murder on the Orient Express with Azurine's first time viewing and my second time viewing, let us know. We will go and watch that. Also, wanted to mention in this video, I have changed my email address to sakonkathefanda@gmail. Yeah, if you've been trying to reach me on my old email, I apologize. I'm still trying to switch over all of my info to that one. But yeah, unfortunately, this channel is still under the old email address. That I don't know that it's possible to change it, but I will still have it. It is?
I finished the video.
Okay, but yeah, so that's the case there. If anybody has been trying to email me, so that's how to reach me. Otherwise, I think that's about it. And we'll be streaming on twitch.tv/transientplayer tonight. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is when she streams on that channel. And I've been trying to stream more on twitch.tv/sakonkathefanda as well. So yeah, and until then, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Happy Fursuit Friday. Bye-bye.
Happy Fursuit Friday.
Bye.